We're starting off with the longest standing female employee in the Guelph Storm organization, Sarah Twigger. Sarah, maybe just start off by talking about your role right now with the Guelph Storm, and then we'll talk about how your role's evolved over time.
Deal. Right now, my position is the brand manager. A lot of what I do is the team intermissions, the choirs, the 50-50, and then a lot of the suites and corporate sales.
Gotcha. And how's that changed over the course of your Guelph Storm tenure? I mean, Guelph's changed a lot over its time, and I'm sure it's changed for you as well.
Well, I am proud to say that I was the first community relations coordinator here with the Guelph. That was, oh my goodness, 21 years ago it started. So what started off as getting the players into the community has then evolved into more of a corporate role. Just with having a family, doing evenings and weekends was tough.
Absolutely. And let's talk about family a little bit. You incorporate your family. Sometimes here at the Sleeman Center, we see the little critters walking around at ice level here.
We can say a lot. They love it here. This is their second home.
They do. It's a great place to be. For you, Sarah, to have that opportunity to incorporate your family with your role here in Guelph, how does that make you feel to be able to have that opportunity?
I feel very privileged and very lucky. I know not every organization is open to that. Between the office staff, the hockey ops, the hockey side, and just the fans themselves. Yeah. My children are able to kind of like walk around as this is their second home, and everyone knows them, and the opportunities and the people that they've been able to meet have been unparalleled to anything. Like, I am truly grateful for everything that has been offered to us.
Absolutely. And just finally, last question, we're talking about having the family and working here with the Guelph Storm. How do you manage having a corporate face on versus the mom face on, especially when they're so intertwined at times?
Valid. I think it's the one face. It's the one face. No, again, it's part of just being true and genuine, right? Exactly. There is no two faces, so.
Exactly. Perfect. If you're honest and genuine, it makes things easier,
right? It does. So, it very does.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Thanks,
we'll see you here on the weekend here at the Sleeman Center. All right, we're now here with the second longest tenured female here in the Guelph Storm organization, Melanie Moore. Melanie, let's start things off by just talking about your role here with the Guelph Storm.
Sure. My current job title, a new job title, is the Director of Fan Experience and Services. So I've been here for 18 years, which I did have to look up on my LinkedIn this morning to make sure I got that right. So primarily my role is ticketing, so making sure that everyone's experience getting tickets, buying tickets, whether that be online, in person, is a good experience, and because that's often everyone's first thing they do when they're coming to a Storm game, so making sure that goes smoothly.
You know, we talk. You've been here for 18 years. There's been a big shift in technology. There's been a big shift in catering to the audience as well. How's your role day to day changed with those differences over the last 18 years?
It is definitely a more online world now. When I started here, it was definitely more people coming in person on a game day, lining up and having huge lineups on a game day and having to get through that in person. Now it is much more people buying online and asking questions about how to do that. Right. So just making sure that that's going smoothly is really the biggest thing for me now.
Absolutely. And some big news for next season, the Memorial Cup coming here to the Sleeman Center presented by Kubota Canada.
Yes.
A lot of excitement here in the organization.
Very much so, yes.
How are you preparing for next season when we have teams from all the leagues in the Canadian Hockey League come here?
I think it's just such an exciting experience to be part of. I mean, the Memorial Cup, I've been to a lot of Memorial Cups as a fan and as part of the Storm when we've participated, but to actually be the host of it is so exciting, not just for the Storm, but for the entire community.
For sure.
It's definitely going to be a lot of work, but we're all very excited about it, as I said, and just the planning right now, we're just in the very kind of initial planning stages of making sure we get as many of our season ticket holders the opportunity to come, keeping the price point. We don't have the price point yet, but trying to keep the price point relatively low so that fans can come and enjoy the event here in Guelph. So just it's going to be a lot of planning, a lot of work, but it's going to be awesome.
Awesome. Well, we're looking so much forward to it, and we're so confident in the team to get this ready to go next season here in Guelph. An exciting time for sure. Thank you so much,
Thank
Melanie.
you so much.
Right, we're here with Lynn Van Schaik of the Guelph Storm. Lynn, maybe we could just start off. Let's talk about your day-to-day role here with the Storm.
Great. Well, I'm the corporate sales representative for the Storm. So my role is sponsorship, advertising, and helping to fill the barn with lots of fans and ensuring everyone's having a great time and that's kind of what I do.
Being able to connect with the community is such a big part of your role through sponsorships and through fans. You mentioned that you wanted to have everyone to have a great time here at the Sleeman Center. Yes. You certainly do that on a nightly basis on the concourse. I come around and there's always a big smile on your face.
Thanks,
but
Isaac.
How important is it for you to be able to build those connections with so many people here in the Royal City community?
Well, I have a sales background, and so talking with people has come easy to me. So trying to find the right matches and getting our community involved is really important to me. And having them say yes and participate and come back each year and continue to grow, it really means the world. So I'm excited that it's happening and it works well, and success.
Your very first full season here with the Guelph Storm was their OHL championship season. Saw a lot of winning, was able to get a ring for that accomplishment. Exactly. The Memorial Cup's coming next season here in Guelph. Looking forward to seeing, potentially deja vu when you first started here with Guelph.
Yeah, I like being here from the beginning and watching the team grow and watching the momentum of our actual physical operation team. The team in the office has grown since I've started, and it's kind of exciting to see all the responsibilities and activities that people are having, but the success that we're having for a small town in Guelph, Ontario. And so, I'm excited to see Memorial Cup come to our city. I'm excited to tell our story with the 200th anniversary of the city and with Memorial Cup. I think it's going to be a huge success.
Absolutely. We're so much looking forward to it here in the Royal City next season. Definitely a big bright spot to next year here in Guelph. And Lynn, I'll top this off by asking you about International Women's Day. What does that mean to you? What does that mean when you reflect on all the females that you work here with the Guelph Storm?
Well, I'm always been impressed with the amount of females in the office doing their thing. It's very charismatic, right? So, watching our community get involved and seeing all the different organizations that we reach out to, all the charities that we reach out to, whether they're faith-based, charity-based, anybody trying to help anybody, just trying to help them elevate their story in our games. When it comes to our community, I like to make sure that we're touching all corners of the network here and making sure that everyone is being represented.
Awesome. You do a great job of that, Lynn. It's always great to see all the variety that we get sponsoring and being incorporated in the Guelph Storm games. Thank you so much, Lynn, and we'll see you here
Thanks,
the rest
Isaac.
of the season.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, we're here with Alice Shea of the Guelph Storm. Alice, let's just start things off. Let's talk about your role here with the Guelph Storm this season.
My role this season with the Guelph Storm is office administration. Most of my time is with ticketing with Melanie in the office. And then on game days, I do a lot of work with Kids Club, as well as working with game day promotions and going around liaison with sponsorships, as well as interacting with fans and season ticket holders. And I think it's one of my favorite parts. I do enjoy ticketing. It's a lot of fun as well.
Absolutely. One of the most important parts as well is ticketing. So, Alice, you started here as an intern, and now you've kind of evolved into office administrator, as well as a variety of other roles. Maybe you can just talk about that journey that you've had here so far with Guelph.
Yeah, it's been a really amazing journey. Everyone's been so supportive with the team as well as in the office. I was an intern in the season of 22-23, so in the second half of the season when I was finishing up my school with Humber College. I did sport management there, and then I grew up a fan of the Guelph Storm, so when I started my program with Humber, I really wanted to be involved with the team, and it was a goal of mine at the time, and I was very happy to be able to succeed with that goal, and it was really welcoming environment into the team. The very next season, I stayed on as a volunteer and really worked on with the game day promo stuff, and then the year after that, we started up our kids club, which was super exciting because growing up a fan, I didn't so much have that exact kids club environment. To be able to bring that experience to the kids this year or last year was amazing, and then to continue it this year was probably the most highlighting part.
Absolutely, you were at the age of the kids club, as a fan of the Guelph Storm. Now you're able to put your role into bringing the next generation up to future Guelph Storm fans. I think that's great. What got you into sports initially? You talked about sports management at Humber. What was about sports that got you interested in being here, on a future basis?
Yeah, so I say my love of sport probably came from my grandfather and my mother, and they would bring me to games all the time, and that just enjoying that environment, and then always enjoying the sport of hockey. I did get to try it once in high school, and I was not very good at it. So at that moment, I was like, you know what? If I want to be in sport, I'm going to work in sport. A really good friend of mine introduced me to the program, and that was where it started, and got into it, and I loved every minute of it.
Absolutely. Same as me. If you're not good enough to be a part of the Guelph Storm, then you have other ways of doing so. Thank you so much, Alice, and look forward to seeing you the rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right, we're here with Lisa Della Mattia of the Guelph Storm. Lisa, just start off by talking to us about your role here with the Guelph Storm.
Yeah, so I look after all the public relations and social media for the Storm. So day to day, it honestly looks really different. The start of the season can be a little hectic, getting media up and going and all of that, and getting all our social media assets really for the season. And then school visits start up, other different community initiatives, so whether that be evenings or weekends. And then, of course, game days are different as well. For myself and other staff in the office, that means both home and away. Home game days, of course, there's a lot more to do. And then away games, it's supporting more so online.
Absolutely. Never a dull moment in your role here, Lisa. You used to tag team this role, especially recent seasons with Lindsay Newby. She's now passed that baton off to you. You're going solo now this season for the first time. How's that season been going for you?
It's been good. Obviously, I miss having her around to tag team and maybe be like two terrors with and kind of poke fun at people and have that support. But it's been great to do everything in my own regard and take what I've learned from her, but definitely put my own spin on everything. So as much as I miss, the friendship and that side of everything, it's great for my own personal development and professional development to be able to do it alone.
Absolutely. One of the really neat parts of your role is how close you are with the players. You're constantly bringing them to school visits. You're basically managing, the whole roster for interviews and everything of that matter. What's it been like to be able to be so close to these talented OHL players?
Yeah, so I say it all the time. Of course, I'm biased. I see them every day, and they're like, 25, however many there are of them, little brothers to me. But they're amazing people to work with, both as hockey players and just as the personalities that they are. We definitely have a lot of fun when we're together, and I can come into a work day on a school visit and know I'm not having the best day, but they are going to say something obscene and make me laugh, and it's going to get the day on the right track. And so they're amazing to work with, and I love being able to showcase their personalities and who they are off the ice through social media or through other outlets.
Absolutely. They don't get to show their full extent of the character on the ice. Lisa gets the full dose off the ice on a daily basis. Thank you so much, Lisa, and we'll look forward to seeing you the rest of the season.